Life is a Daring Adventure or Nothing by Helen Keller. Quote of the day. I'm just so excited. Sometimes I just start laughing and sometimes I start crying. I mean, it's just this whole thing. And so I want to share it with you. I'm so excited. I want to say this first off. I went to share my dream with you guys and I was outside and I came home to download it, and it was a beautiful day, but all you could hear was now. I'll play a little bit at the end because I just want to share with you guys where I was at. It was absolutely beautiful, but I am here to tell you that big dream, desire, and everything that I had. I'm here to share with you what it is because all the details are in. So be excited with me. Out of nowhere, I'm not kidding, nowhere, Tony had no clue about nothing. Somebody called me out of the blue one day and said, would you like to go to drum roll please, Israel? And I was like, I didn't think this person's a sarcastic person, you know, because that's not funny. But they offered to take me to Israel with them on a vacation. They had an extra ticket, and they prayed one night. They said, God, who is this ticket for? And the Lord spoke to them and said, Tony, me. I wasn't even like thinking about Israel. I wasn't thinking about traveling. I wasn't thinking about any of that. I'm thinking about housewife, home, school, vlogging. So to get this call, like, you want to go to Israel? And she told me, she said, God, we prayed and God said, Tony. So as a couple, they heard that. And I was blown away. I was very emotional. I mean, even now, I'll be doing nothing. I'll be doing the dishes, and it's like, it hits me again. It hits me all over again. How much God loved me, that He would speak to somebody else. It's like I'm welled up with this feeling of emotion of how much He loves me. It's just been, it's been amazing, and I'm just blown away by God. He continually blows me away. I said, well, what are we doing? Check this out. We are going to every sea, it looks like. Mediterranean Sea, the Dead Sea, the Red Sea, the Sea of Galilee. We're going scuba diving. Now, I want to explain something. I compared it as, this is better than winning the lottery. Right about that time, I was at Kroger's, I kid you not, and there's a lady who works there, and all the co-workers were giving her a hard time saying, I can't believe you never bought a lottery ticket. It was like amazing to them that they knew someone who didn't buy a lottery ticket. She's like, I'm not going to waste my money, blah, blah, blah. She succumbed to their peer pressure. She won right there on the spot $10,000. She was doing like the Gallup jump. I mean, it was like boing, boing, boing all over the place, screaming, yelling, oh my gosh. I mean, everyone was freaked out. And she suddenly like bent over weeping and crying because they were just in a position where they really desperately needed $10,000. I said, this is better than winning the lottery, because this is the deal. If I won $10,000, you know what I would do with it? I would pay off my car. I'd be like, oh yay, we're gonna have a paid off car. If I won over $100,000, guess what I'd do with it? I'd pay off my house. My first initial thing is not gonna be, oh, I'm gonna go on a vacation to Israel. So I wanted to kind of explain that. You know what I'm saying? Another thing that I said, you know, a lot of people said, it's dangerous, you're crazy, don't do that. Well, that's what I meant by crazy, because Egypt is right next to Israel. But I'm not going to Egypt. I'm going to Israel. And I know Israel has this history, even currently, of, you know, military issues and blah, blah, blah. But then I'll say, yes, I'm crazy. Life is a daring adventure or nothing. Why would this be somebody's dream? Why would this be an internal dream where it was practically painful? Why? It's not like just, let me just assure you, it's not just like a vacation adventure to Israel. When I was a little girl, I've always wanted to go to Israel ever since I was a little girl, because my dad went to Israel and he always said, Tony, if you ever have a chance to go to Israel, do it. And he would tell stories my whole, you know, life off and on about his experience in Israel. He talked about the people, he talked about the food, he talked about everything. I mean, just amazing stories. And so I grew up with that. I found out later that my grandparents, my great-great-great-grandparents are Jewish. Don't I just look like I have Jew in me? But yeah, my heritage, I have a Jewish heritage. You know, when you're when you're raised in that way, we listen to Messianic worship, genuinely value Israel, the culture, and everything. I've made it no secret, I am a Christian, and I also therefore have a spiritual heritage. Jesus walked those streets. All those stories, the Red Sea. I mean, just all these stories that you hear as a child in Sunday school, I'm going to get to go see for myself. In history, all that I've learned, things that have changed the world as we know it now, I'm going to where it started. And so that's exciting for me. I love that. Why was it so painful? How did it get there? Well, I was part of a team of people and we made a commitment to pray for Israel. We went pretty much every single week, and we lifted up our country in prayer and we lifted up Israel in prayer. But the Bible specifically says, pray for the peace of Israel. And I took it very serious, and I did. And everyone on that prayer team got to go to Israel. And it was just like God miraculously did things, and they got to go, and I never did. And it got painful. I would say borderline jealous, because I really desired to go, and I had many conversations with God about it. I came to the understanding, it gave me peace to know prayer doesn't work that way. My prayers are not ineffective because I didn't go over there to pray. Doesn't make it any less significant. God just really valued and appreciated all of it. And so I just came to this peace, and people would say, oh, I'm going to Israel, and I'd be, hey, I'm happy for you. And it went from, you know, like I wish I could go to, I'm genuinely happy, and I'm at peace of where I'm at. I know that God can use me anywhere, and I know my prayers are not subject to right where I'm at that time. I'm sharing this with you guys. I wanted to encourage you that God knows the desires of your heart. He really, really does. Whew, it's getting windy out here. And I'm going to Israel. It's all taken care of. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't know anything. You know what I'm saying? That was just a call out of the blue. And anyways, I'm just really happy, and I'm really thankful, Lord. I'm really thankful. So life is either a daring adventure or nothing. I'm going to Israel. I'm going to Israel. All right. See you tomorrow. I'm going to Israel. Woohoo! All right. See you tomorrow.